Hi, Farzana. I honestly do agree with you on how programs such as anti-bias and all those things are very useful for an early childhood curriculum and classroom. By being able to talk about the differences in our what we eat, the things that we've been raised in, what we taught with, and how we celebrate different things differently, like things differently. It's a very good way of building a community within our classroom because it's important to understand that each individual child has differences, even if they are from the same brand, like not the branch, the same area. They have very different. They're very different. And it's important for us educators to understand these differences and talk about these things with the children. Like an example could be if like you have if lunchtime. It's a good Like you see many different kids bringing different types of dishes and foods, it'll be a good idea to understand that. Oh, in this where we're from, like we eat this, we talk about these things. Like let's say like a good example is having a tamale. They'll be like, "What is like?" You bring it to lunch with them, like they'll ask and be like, "What is that?" You can say, "This is tamale. We eat this in Mexico during special occasions like birthdays, Christmas, New Year's, or even Thanksgiving. We like to eat these because they're really delicious and they make us full easily." Do you, or understanding differences like holidays. Maybe some people don't celebrate Christmas. Instead, they celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or Lunar Year or Chinese New Year, which is Lunar Year. Having understanding those type of differences as well of holidays, and not just that, but what we believe in and how we were raised and growed up, and how our culture affected all of us, not in just food and holidays. And I honestly think it's a good idea yeah, that you want to promote anti-bias education in your future classrooms. That would honestly be an amazing thing, and hopefully I will do the same too, because understanding different types of cultures and seeing and hearing the different cultures, foods, and all those things is very fascinating. And honestly, these children need to learn personal. Nah, not personal. It's just a general understanding that children need to learn differences and all those things because they are very fascinating creatures and they do pick up on things. And it's also important for us to talk about situations that go on in the world and with these kids because they do hear. Like in the second video where they talked about what happened with George Floyd, I was very fascinated. These kids understand what happened at a young age. Normally, before that, I'd be like, oh, they don't know. They don't pay attention. But they actually do. They, I don't know. I think they're very perspective people. And that's why we need to, in these type of situations, we need to talk to them about these things and ask them like open-ended questions. Be like, okay, like yeah, we heard what happened to the George Floyd, and what do you think we can do to? What do you think we can do to? What do you think we could do to help big people who are going through those things right now? And then they could be like, then they could give up their ideas, and we could talk about it, make a discussion about it. Because it's very important for us to not to incorporate anti-bias towards everything.